Hello, my name is Tiffany Castillo. I'll be reciting the poem called So We'll Go No More Roving by George Gordon, also known as Lord Byron. So, we'll go no more roving, so late into the night. Though the heart may still be as loving, and the moon be still as bright. For the sword outweighs the sheath, and the soul wears out the breast. And the heart must pause to breathe and love itself have rest. Though the night was made for loving, and the day returns too soon, yet we'll go no more roving by the light of the moon. This poem is about, it's an ABAB format. It has a type of way of pairing metaphorical images with literal ones. So this poem is kind of about, he's talking about the ability as we grow old that we stop, roving, also known as like moving, like we stop going as much. So, in the beginning he's talking about, so we'll go no more roving so late into the night. So he's saying that like when it was late at night, when we were younger, we would all go out and have a good time. And, and as we get older, we kind of stop doing that. Though the heart be still as loving, telling us that the heart is still obviously wanting to experience the nighttime and sexual desires and all things that experience with, the nightlife. And the moon be still as bright. He's just saying that our bodies are actually the ones that are like, kind of betraying us because we're not those young, souls anymore. And then it says, for the sword outweighs its sheath and the soul wears out the breast. That's him using like the metaphorical image with little ones. And, swords are often outweighed, when it's sheathed and stuff. Though the night was made for loving and the day returns too soon, yet we'll go no more roving by the light of the moon. And then he's saying that loving, the nighttime was made for loving, and, when the day happens, it's too soon. But they still go on, and, So, it's just kind of like the heart still desires the nightlife, but the time for, moving has ended. So it's like the process of aging, I guess, would be the theme of this. Time for us to kind of grow up. And, at the end it says like the night was made for loving and the day returns too soon, yet we go no more roving, which means like, once, sexual desires are committed and stuff, we go off and we have to grow up. So I definitely think that the themes were definitely like aging versus like youth versus maturity type of theme. And when it came to memorization, I did this thing in theater throughout high school where I would just use like a 7 repetition thing. So I would learn 2 lines and then I would repeat it back 7 times. And if I got to the 7, then I would do the whole thing 7 times wherever I was. And then if I could do that 7 times, then I would learn a new line, and so that's kind of how I learned. It's kind of been a process that I've always done, through theater and stuff. I think learning a poem versus memorizing a poem is a lot different. When you memorize, you're kind of like having to understand like the emotions behind them and understanding what is kind of happening in like a more understanding way. So you're not kind of just like, well, let me read through this so I can like do my assignments and learn from it, but you're more like, well, I had to memorize it so I had to know what I'm saying, obviously. And so I think it's just more emotion and understanding toward learning poetry. But thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a great day.